all to bring us as we're off in Week 9. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
On second down now, Dobbins looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, Ingram. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now it's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
On the ball.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach said, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Quick stone, travel. Hey, turn it up. Slam. Showing it.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
40. Hey, defense, let's go. Watch safety creep.
Go team, spill. Sponge. No.
Begin.
Let go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 29. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Fair.
Check 20.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Unique. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
A loss of 3 yards on the sack. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 9.
We own them.
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And all the way down to the 29. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Bell. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Minshew. A screen to Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Push him back.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
50, play. Watch the run, watch the run. Yes, yes. 57.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Hey, rock it, rock it. Let's go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, it's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Go out. Ready?
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Guard, guard.
Shep, Shep. Watch the ship. Watch the
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the ship. Check, check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
first down. The run with Lynch. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 60 out more.
Second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
15-1. 15-9. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the curl, watch the curls. 25, check 25, check 25.
5.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give them
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Set. 30 base. Hey, zoom.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 40, check.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
50, plant.
57, the Mike. You don't want to pick up the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
57's right.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
You got it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Justin Ellis.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, stand up.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
50. Check back. Watch left.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Look at the dance and the juke.
The ball carried by 37. A gain of 37 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Jacksonville, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.